What's going on, guys? It's Alex, aka Retro Rising, and welcome to Rising Academy. In today's lesson, we're going to talk all about Intro to Stall. Now, if you guys saw my Intro to Hyper Offense video, you know I'm a Hyper Offense player. Stall is the enemy. Stall is the exact opposite of what I play. So why can I be a good teacher for that? Well, sometimes you have to know thy enemy, and oh, trust me, I know this enemy. Stall is a format where you're going to rely a lot on very defensive Pokemon. It works a lot better in singles than it does in doubles. Honestly, it gets next to no use in doubles. It's basically just in singles. And what you're going to do is you're going to have these defensive Mons, and you're going to focus on chipping down your opponent. This can be done through many ways. For example, sorry, my slideshow wasn't ready. You're going to get your residual damage. You can get Toxic and Burn. Hazards are, of course, great. Things like Curse damage as well, like if a Ghost type uses Curse, as well as Salt Cure. Garganackle is amazing for this because you can both set up Rocks and Salt Cure, as well as being defensive with things like Body Press and all that. You can just be solid. Another good thing to mention on here is stuff like, what's that thing's name? Toxapex. Baneful Bunker is amazing because it is not only a protect move, but it can also cause poison, which is very, very good. And even Glimmora, who we have in the bottom left there, is also very nice because not only can they set up hazards, but their ability Toxic to Breathe lets you set up Toxic Spikes for free, basically. You just have to get hit. And their other ability, Corrosion, can also be very good. Since Poison types and Steel types would be normally immune to Toxic, Corrosion letting you get right past that and still poisoning those guys is very, very nice. The next thing I want to talk about is your Clerics. Like I said, you're going to try to be stalling out your opponent. You're going to need a way to keep your team healthy. And one of the ways to do that is with a Cleric. Clerics are things that can use stuff like Wish, Heal Bell, maybe even Healing Wish or Revival Blessing. Anything to help keep and support the rest of your teammates and keep them healthy. If you want, you can even consider running things like Safeguard and all of that, but these are really your main ones to do. And, of course, things like Alomomola are amazing, having a massively high HP, being able to wish into other things. Healing Wish is absolutely amazing, too. I was having a great time using a Hatterene with Healing Wish recently. And Revival Blessing, very new to Gen 9. I have Pawmot over there. I personally haven't tested out much Revival Blessing on a stall team, but there was one time when I went against a team that had a Pawmot and a Rabsca, both with Revival Blessing, and it was like fighting 8 Pokemon, and it made me want to cry. So, I could definitely see some Cleric strategies like that really annoying people. Next, very, very important for a stall team is you want to think about your walls. Walls, they're either going to be physically defensive, specially defensive. Typically, you're going to want them self-recovering. Also, something with like a high HP is also very great. Blissey over there, high HP, high special defense, makes it for a great wall. Also, with abilities like Natural Cure, you can kind of just sponge any status and then switch out and heal. It's amazing. Alomomola over there might not have any defenses that really stand out. They are roughly in the 80s, but having 165 HP, amazing. Corviknight over there, great physical defense. The steel typing, very, very great as well. I didn't talk about typing too much in this, but having a steel type, very, very important for this. As well as Cresselia over there. Cresselia is just kind of a staple for being defensive and annoying. So yeah, to get that high defense, they also get Lunar Dance, which is just like how we were talking earlier about Healing Wish. Lunar Dance can also be a great help. Lunar Dance is basically Healing Wish, by the way. And the last thing I want to talk about is a cleanup crew. Cleanup crews, even though this is still a stall team, you might want something like this. Something fast, something offensive, something that pick off the weakened foes. Something that can also beat Magic Guard users. So stuff like Clefable and, what's the other big one? Alakazam. And there's also something to counter a Goldango. Goldango is the bane of stall existence. If anyone has seen my streams this past week while getting ready for this video, you know. Gholdengo has kind of been countering teams, so I added Great Tusk because Gholdengo can't take a headlong rush. So that's pretty great. I also had stuff like Roaring Moon over there, because especially with the booster energy, you just get a speed boost and sweep. I actually really like the idea of Landorus on this team as well for something like Cleanup Crew, because they are pretty fast and offensive, but also they can U-turn out to help get you some momentum to get into the right threat and the right wall for things. Intimidate is always amazing. So I really think Landorus can be good. And Gholdengo, honestly, a Gholdengo can beat a Gholdengo. So that's good. But Gholdengo actually goes into my next point right here, which is, with a stall team, you're going to want to get in their head. This is a type of team building that it requires a lot of prediction. It requires a lot of adaptation. So a way to help yourself with that is to limit their options. We have Gothitelle in the top left for abilities like Shadow Tag, which isn't legal in most OU formats on Smogon, but if you're playing VGC, that's very good. There's a reason why Wolfie absolutely loves Perish Trap. It's amazing. Gholdengo over there, I liked for this as well, because being able to trick items onto someone really limits their option, especially if they're coming at you with their own stall team. Being able to limit what they do will help you a lot. And then I also showed Toxapex and Garganacl down there, because those guys, if you can switch them in at the right time and they just sit there and wall and chip down your opponent, they're amazing. Also, if you're able to get your predictions right with stuff like your Regenerator Mons, oh my god. Get in their head, break their will, they will forfeit mid-match. No one wants to keep going after like 80-something turns, and running stall, that's basically what you're going to be doing. So, that's about it for what I have to say on stall. Guys, leave a like if you like, and subscribe for more. I am very soon going to be doing a stream focusing all on stall teams, as well as in battles against you. I'm going to have some stall teams built, so if any of you want to request that in any of those streams, I will have that there. And of course, you guys, if this video gets up to 10 likes, we're going to do another one by request, actually by my brother, believe it or not. The next one is going to be Intro to Weather. I'm actually very excited for it, so please, let's get up to that 10 likes, because I think that's going to be a very fun video. With that said, guys, it's been a pleasure. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.